The magic is just popping in this game. Let's go. Let's go. How often do you go to the gym? I would say 5 to 6. I work out like nearly every day. Summer forest, this is beautiful. Those giants can swim. Nice.
Oh, hello. We didn't get a chance to introduce ourselves before. My name is Alora.
Hi, I'm Spyro. What are you, some kind of goat?
I'm a fawn, you dork.
The goat.
Sorry.
Did you meet the gym cutters in Glimmer?
Yeah, they gave me a souvenir too. They called it a talisman.
They gave you a talisman?
What, is it special? I just stuck it in the guidebook you gave me.
There are 14 talismans in Avalar, and they are all magical. If you can collect enough of them, they can be used to defeat Ripto. Hunter, where have you been?
I got a little lost.
Spyro's going to help us collect the talismans.
I am?
He is?
Spyro, look. There's no way you can get to Dragon Shores right now. Ripto and his monsters have taken over the castle here in the Summer Forest. You're going to have to go to Avalar's worlds and convince the inhabitants to give you their talisman. You can keep them in your guidebook.
Hey, I could do that. Why doesn't the dragon just torch Ripto?
Hunter, you can't even keep track of your running shoes. How can we trust you with 14 talisman? If you come across any orbs, they're important too, but I'll tell you about them later.
Okay, no problem. I'll collect a few talismans, give Ripto the old hot foot, and be in Dragon Shores by lunchtime.
I was trying to figure out what kind of move is hot foot. I was trying to figure it out as a kid. Something about this, it just takes you out where it's like, bro, I'm chilling. Wow. That music. You could be in a WWE type of environment at home, and then all of a sudden you come in here. And this music, it's just a safe space. Wow. As a kid, I just ran through. I just ran right through. It's like, here's the game. Here's the world. You don't even get the full perspective of the forest. And you just run straight into the world, man. Oh, man. All of this extra stuff. This spot right here being the craziest orb. Look at this. Some of the gems being left right next to the start. You're trying to figure out where to find them. And at the end of the game, it was like, bro, it's right there at the beginning. It's right where you started, right underneath your nose. This game teaches you some subconscious things like that, where it's like, bro, sometimes what you're looking for, as cliche as it is, it's right where you started. And it teaches you, yo, you can't, like right there, if you forgot to even take one step off of the where you started, you forgot it right there, and you might never come back over here. Yo, the colors and the way the environment just looks, it screams peace. It's like heaven. Cyber King says, I love the original more than Reignited, especially I'm a fawn, you dork. Exactly, bro. Yo, they said some crazy things in this thing, and this music screams tranquility. Oh my god.
Spyro, this is the homeworld called Summer Forest. There are portals to many of the Avalar worlds around here. Unfortunately, Ripto has taken over the castle, and we need your help. Start by retrieving the talismans from each of the worlds you go to.
I don't know what it was, but something about this Alora I liked better. I felt like Spyro. I felt like the happy goober. And something about Alora was like, I guess, babysitter. I don't know what it was. I don't know. I don't know what it was. I don't know. Like hot babysitter. I had some hot babysitters growing up. I'm not gonna lie, bro. So maybe that's what I related to. I ain't gonna lie. Yo. I'm now starting to remember everything that I was going through. I was like, bro, as a kid, I was like, damn, I had some pretty hot babysitters. And it's, damn.
Hiya, Spyro. Ripto smashed this bridge, so I guess you'll have to glide across it.
Glide.
X to jump, then press X again while you're still in the air to glide.
He got that Colombian powder stare right now. Yo, he's not blinking. Glide, lean and glide, and then X and X again. Yo, he's not blinking. Look at that eye contact. Hey, yo, he's got that menacing look on his face. Yo, this version of Hunter though, this one's, he got power. It's like this one, he's got powered, and the reignited, he seems neutered to me. This one, he's got so much energy in him. The new one, for me, he looks sickly. The new one looks sickly. This one looks like he's supercharged with power. Look, he's got his chest out. This one's like a hunter. He's really built like a hunter. The other one seems squeamish. This one looks healthy and just ready to like actually fight somebody. He's got the look at the stare. He looks like he's ready to square up with Spyro. Look at the two of them. Look at the two of them. The other one looks like more of a side character. This one actually looks like, yo, if I needed him to fight, he could fight. And then at the end of the game, yo, he pulls out his dragon wings himself and he's fighting right by our side. This version of Hunter was epic. Even he said, yo, I'll go and fight Spyro if I could. And he did. But they didn't really emphasize it unless you look back on it like that. Damn, bro. And this one, they were like Dragon Ball Z characters to me. That's epic. That's epic. It was like she was supercharging the orbs. They added all of that lore, Elora, all of that Elora. And then even Ripto, this part of the map, Ripto smashed it. They didn't have to show it. They just said, yo, he came through here and smashed it. That's epic lore to this design, man. Hunter was great here. Yes, yes. It's not glide in short. It's glide, acting like your brain dead. He's the coked up guy. He's slow, so he needs to have things explained slowly. He said it. He said it, not me. I read the comment. He said it. He really is the coked up guy. Glide, Spyro. Isn't this great? I'm telling you, this game is a mix of New York and Gerber life. But this music is so tranquil. It's so tranquil. Look at the frogs, the ambiance, idle springs, everything that this game represents. Magic. This right here, I'm gonna clean up real quick. 25 and that hit the frog. Surprised this isn't available on like phones or something. I feel like you should give like anybody that has a kid, I feel like this game could educate them more than some classes in school. Honestly, as a grown adult, let's be real. Anybody in the chat right now that's gone through high school, would you prefer to spend your waking hours playing Spyro or learning trigonometry? Which is more useful in your modern adult life? I just want to know, honestly. Just a show of hands. I mean, if you were like going to be an engineer and you knew that or stuff like that, that's okay. But why were we force fed it if you don't need it? Learning trigonometry? Oh man, okay. Slowly makes sense when we play like all 5 to 6.
Hi, Spyro. You look like you're pretty agile. Let's try putting it to a test. See if you can get up this first step. Press X and hold it down to get more hang time.
More hang time.
Okay, not bad. Now to make this next jump, you'll have to glide. Press X to jump, then press X again at the top of your jump to get the maximum glide distance.
Joker says this character seems like it's been on a 3-week binge with no sleep. Look at him in the eye and tell me. But yo, he kind of matches orange and purple. They have a complementing aura here. Now it's bringing back the memories of why I thought he was so cool. Because look at that. I feel like he could have been a boss battle. I feel like Ripto, if he had Bobity's magic, I'd be fighting this character right now. He matched me in his own way, especially when he gets the dragon wings later on. But in the reignited, every time I look at him, he looks sickly, bro. He doesn't radiate like this Spyro. I really want to replay reignited to go back through it. But besides like learning trick, bro, some people like we need that. For me, when I was like, yo, I really don't need y equals mx plus b in my life, and never used it again. Trick because you snipers. Okay, there you go. That is 100%. That's the answer we need. That's the answer we need. That's what I'm talking about right there. That's the percentage of people where it's like, those are the killers that need it. And then Cyber King's like learning Spyro. Spyro's for more like, if you're trying to chill and make everybody zen. Learning lore of Spyro. Rescue Squad says learning lore of Spyro. So yeah, you see the answers are there, both sides there. You see that? But they're both valid. See those perspectives?
Nice job. Now try to do
Nice
a
job.
Press X to jump, then press X again to glide. Then when you reach the end of your glide, press triangle to hover. Hovering will give you extra height and distance.
Extra height and distance. I can't hold back anymore. That cocaine stare and the lean in every second. And he does it while he's talking too. I think he stopped doing the lean in when the audio doesn't do the thing anymore. It's actually coded properly for that. Look at that. I got to take appreciation for this. But this specific dialogue right here is exactly why, and this move is why Spyro 1 isn't replayable. This move. Yo, even look at the hops. Hunter's casually flexing his moves. Look at that. He got MUI himself. And if you fail this jump, he's even trying to sun you. He's like, yo, I could get the talismans myself. Look at this. We're training on the course right here. This is heaven. And we training on the course. Laura says I can't get it. I just get my running shoes. And look at this. Look at this dude's hops. We're just casually overlooking this. Look at this. Miami man.
Very good. Now,
Very good.
hardest leap of all. You'll have to give this one everything you've got. Get a walking start, jump, glide, and hover just before you get to the edge of the platform. Don't forget to press forward on the D-pad or analog stick when you hover.
They're training the Messiah. Look at this hops. Oh, no, the camera. Nah, the camera just did me dirty, bro. Blinker, you miss it. No. I need to witness that. Once you see the coke-powered hunter, you can't unsee it. What was that? What was that? What was that? Hold up. I need to witness that. Blinker, you miss it.
Walk to the edge, press X to jump, press X again at the top of your jump, then press triangle when you...
Do it. Bro, he jumps out of frame. He's just casually doing that shit. How many feet is that? He's doing triathlon jumps. Casually, he should be fighting Ripto, but he can't breathe fire. Give him the dragon power up. And look, he just jumps back and forth, back and forth. He's jumping back and forth like a Saiyan. And he's lecturing me. This one's tricky. Woof. Glide, run, charge.
Wow, you're a pretty good athlete. If I hadn't lost my running shoes, I'd take you on for real. For now, here's an orb for your collection.
Bro, you want to fight? This is a Dragon Ball Z rivalry right here. Yes. Yes, young Padawan. Sushidoshi. Yes, Mr. Miyagi. We have done the way of the warrior. We have won the platforming mission. I will fight the enemy. Mr. Multi Bags, I will defeat you. Mr. Mahabushi, we now know Crane style. This is Jim.
I'm just taking a break right now. I've got to rest for the next big race in Ocean Speedway.
The lore and the outside world. I wish I could fly to Ocean Speedway from here. Like, we're just using fast travel, but look at that, even over here. This gem right here used to give me, this orb used to give me hell as a kid. I was like, that was one of the last ones I had to get. And trying to do that glide over and over and over again. You cannot make it from there to here, but they would make it seem like you had to do that. And every single time, you know how many times I did the glide to get trolled by that? Man. And then over here, you turn around for a second, you got the fishes underneath. I was always scared of sharks in the water. You have Colossus as a map. So I like doing Colossus first just because of the vibe. Let me talk to Mr. Moneybags real quick.
Sorry, Spyro.
Rejection.
I'd love to teach you how to swim underwater, but not as much as I'd love to take your treasure.
Even Joker saying that condescending tone with every explanation just makes you want to smack the smile off of his face. And then even with Moneybags, same thing. It was like you were the Gerber and all of these guys, they're all condescending at first. Look at him. Moneybags like, yo, you need to get your money up. And then Hunter, he's like, yo, you gotta get your weight up. Yo, you gotta get your weight up. You're gonna be fighting Ripto. You gotta get your weight up, son. Son, you see this? I could casually jump this. I gotta explain this to you? You think you was the messiah that gets the money? And then Moneybags like, yo, you don't have enough red to get into the club. Even to swim underwater, you're not good enough yet. And then you gotta go and power up and whoop all their asses. Hell, this is like a Dragon Ball story. Underwater swimming costs 500 gems. Because you even swing it on them. You swing it on him later on. Epic. Even this game being across like 2 and 3, everything is just epic. But not even being able to get the underwater ability and holding you like locked off, that was great. So you have to actually do a world before you unlock more powers and you get stronger. It's perfectly designed, man.